So when this opportunity opened, I tried to throw my hat into the ring and say, I love the club, I love the fans, I love the people. It's a special place.
You guys are fighting. They go up. You come back. Even the game 1-1. They score in the 46th minute, right before you head into the break. How does that change your halftime talk? How does that change your halftime talk?
It was a little bit deflating because we felt like we deserved a little bit more from the half in terms of going down one was a little bit harsher. So we just, at the halftime talk, we tried to focus on, again, looking forward. And then, unfortunately, we actually had a tougher start to the next half. But the halftime talk was good and positive because we were focused on, we've been playing well. We were doing well on the ball in terms of building and playing. When we did defend higher up, our press was good. We created some opportunities. Again, it was a slower start where the first 30 minutes were kind of played predominantly in our end. But then once we got going, especially after the goal, the next 15 was a lot better. So it was still a good halftime talk.
More physicality from the team than we've seen in a fairly recent amount of time. Is that part of the identity you're looking to bring to the club?
Yeah, so just with us wanting to press a little bit more, it means that we got to commit bodies forward a little bit more, which means there's going to open up a little bit more space for them to play. So when they were playing into a forward's feet, it was a center back on him. If it was a midfielder, there was a midfielder on him. So naturally, that will lead to a little bit more physicality and competition. One of the things that I thought we could have done a little bit better is I loved how hard we worked, but I think we could have competed a little bit better because, again, they are a really good team, but they didn't try to build and play as much. They would go a little bit bigger, and then they were excellent at winning first, seconds, and third ball. So if we could have competed a little bit better with a little bit more physicality, I think we could have had a stronger foothold in the game and had a little bit better territorial advantage with that.
Not the result you're looking for with the Kavit. You've only had a couple days to work with the boys. But this is, how did your debut feel, and how did it feel taking the reins at a club that you have a strong connection to from your playing?
Yeah, I love the club. So when this opportunity opened, I tried to throw my hat into the ring and say, I love the club, I love the fans, I love the people. It's a special place. I want to hopefully be the person that can help us get some more forward momentum and traction. So I'm super happy to be here and doing all of that, working with a lot of special people, special players. And then just overall, based off of the performance today, I feel like 3-1 is kind of a harsh scoreline because, again, we had a crossbar, we had a post, we had a couple of penalty shouts. And again, we didn't lose or win the game because of referee decisions. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I feel like we deserved more from this game than just one goal. On the flip side, they could have punished us in transitional moments a couple more times than they did. But focusing on the performance, we built and played really well. We defended as high up the field as possible every single time and pressed effectively. So that was awesome. And then in terms of chance creation, I feel like, again, it was harsh that we only scored once. Goals change games. They took their chances. We did not as much. So we're going to really focus in on the performance. That it's a good building block heading into Saturday.
And then Ryan came out. Hakeem came out. Usually pretty somber after a loss, but it looked like there was some optimism, some enthusiasm. What do you do to try to build momentum and turn the season in a positive direction?
Yeah, again, we always want to win and we want the 3 points, but we need to have a process that is going to get 3 points at a more sustainable rate. So if we can press every single game and we can build and play every single game, that means that we know a majority of the game will be played in the other team's half, the opposition's half. So that will, again, lead to more shots, more crosses, more set pieces, more chance creation. So again, even though we lost 3-1, we felt like we deserved more from the game, but we did not earn more because we did not take our chances as effectively as they did. So that's where, again, if we put that performance against other teams in our league, I think that we'll be competing for 3 points against pretty much everybody that we play because they took second last year. They're a really good team, and they punished us in moments and could have punished us a few more times. But again, we have a lot to build on from today.